Welcome to the deep dive. So today, you're maybe setting aside the usual stuff for a moment.
Uh-huh.
We're heading over to Coral Cove, actually, for a story called Sassy the Seal's Singing School.
Sounds fun. A bit different for us.
It does sound whimsical, right?
Mm.
But this story, it's about a seal, Sassy, with this, incredibly loud voice.
Oh, yeah, I read that bit so loud she made an octopus sneeze ink. Love that.
Exactly. That detail just grabs you. But her school, with these really unique students, well, it's surprisingly full of insights.
Totally. Insights about learning, about growth,
Yeah. So who are these students again?
Well, you had quite the mix. There was Tina the turtle, super shy.
Okay.
Then Rocco the rockfish. His singing kind of started with bubbles, like actual burps.
Huh. Okay, interesting. And Pip?
Pip the pufferfish. Got all puffed up with every wrong note. Classic performance anxiety, maybe.
It definitely sounds like it. And these initial struggles, they really show something fundamental, don't they?
Absolutely. They show how everyone comes at a new challenge from a different place. So our mission today really is to explore what Sassy's school teaches us about navigating that.
Right. For you listening, maybe you're learning something totally new, a skill, a project.
Or even leading a team, yeah.
This story, simple as it seems, might offer some valuable ways to think about your own pace.
Mm-hmm. Embracing the journey.
So let's get into it. The first big hurdle was breath control.
Ah, yes, the foundation.
And Sassy's tip was quite visual. Big breath in
Right.
and let it out like you're blowing a seaweed birthday candle.
I love that image. Very creative.
Me too.
Yeah.
But the reactions, oh, they were all over the place.
Right, Rocco.
His exhale apparently sent him bumping into the coral.
Whoops. Okay.
Tina, the shy one, barely made a ripple.
Understandable.
And Pip, well, Pip puffed up instantly, like a balloon.
Oh, dear. So immediate challenges right there.
Yeah, but what really stood out to me is Sassy's reaction, how she handled these very different results.
Yes. That's key, isn't it? Her positivity was just immediate, unwavering almost.
Instead of pointing out the flaws.
Exactly. She zeroed in on something encouraging for each one. Like, Rocco learned maybe he needed to dial it back a bit.
Modulate the effort.
And Tina, maybe she realized she needed a bit more oomph, projection.
Mm-hmm.
And Pip? Well, Pip learned something about managing that initial anxiety, that puffing response.
So it reframes those first attempts, doesn't it? They're not failures.
Not at all. They're feedback.
Right.
Really crucial feedback, actually.
And it worked. The story says by day 3, things were looking up.
Yeah, Rocco was singing Buttle Free.
Nice.
Tina felt better with slower songs, found her comfort zone.
Okay, building confidence.
And Pip, this is great, Pip actually started using her puffing for the high notes.
Seriously.
Oh.
Like a dolphin twirl or something.
Something like that. It just shows, doesn't it? Learning isn't one size fits all.
Not even close. It needs that personal touch, finding what works for you.
Even if it looks a bit unconventional, like Pip's high notes.
Right. And this whole part, it really drives home the importance of practice and patience.
Definitely patience. But also Sassy's role,
The encouragement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Encouraging them to try things, celebrating the small steps forward.
It wasn't like, boom, perfect singing overnight. Yeah. There were just slightly better days.
Which is exactly how real learning usually happens, isn't it? Those little increments.
Yeah. And that consistent support, it seems vital.
Oh, absolutely. Think about the payoff, that final concert for the whole reef.
Ah, the grand finale.
You had clapping crabs, popping clams.
Even the grumpy eel managed a little smile.
Which must have been a big deal. It paints such a lovely picture of, collective success.
Achievement, yeah. It underlines that learning isn't always just you, alone in a room.
Right. Having that supportive community, it just makes the whole journey better. Amplifies the wins.
So what does that suggest about the kind of environments we need when we're learning?
Well, it suggests that whether it's Sassy School or, your office or study group, that support structure makes a massive difference.
Okay, so let's wrap this up and bring it back to you, the listener. Sassy Singing School. It's charming, but it delivers some real truths.
First big one. Everyone learns at their own pace, their own rhythm. And that's okay.
Totally okay. Tina started quiet, but she found her voice eventually. She just needed time.
And the right kind of encouragement.
Exactly. Which leads to the next point. Confidence.
Yeah, it doesn't just appear overnight. Look at Rocco's bubbles or Pip's puffing.
Those early struggles.
They show that getting good at something takes practice, patience, and that steady drip of positive feedback.
Like Sassy provided, and it also points to teamwork, right? Even for individual skills.
Definitely. Sassy's students, her undersea voices, They were all in it together, supporting each other.
Creates a kind of learning ecosystem. So maybe think about who your undersea voices are.
Good question. And finally, the story just reminds us that learning ideally should have some joy in it, some self-expression.
Yeah, those singers who started out struggling, they ended up bringing happiness to the whole reef.
Found their voices, literally and figuratively.
So here's a final thought to chew on. Think about a time you felt like Tina or Rocco or Pip, facing something new, feeling a bit wobbly.
We've all been there.
What's one small seaweed birthday candle? One tiny, manageable step you could focus on blowing out today?
And just as important, who are those people around you, those supportive voices who can cheer you on while you do it?